Hey guys, like I said, I'm going to be doing a kind of get to know me slash my K-pop preferences tag video. So I have about 10 questions about me and 10 questions about my preferences on K-pop. Before we get into that, I wanted to just say a big thank you to you guys. We're at over 1,000 subscribers. I think it's about like 130 last I checked. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you, those who have come and gone and those who just come for the videos. I really appreciate it, and I never thought I'd get here as fast as I did. I've always said thank you every time I get an email saying I got a new subscriber. Thank you to you guys and all of you who leave comments, like the videos, share the videos, whatever. I really appreciate it, as I don't really know too many people who like K-pop, so this is kind of my way to share my love for K-pop, which is a big reason I started doing this as well, because I think my friends kind of and my family got sick of me talking about it so much. So let's get into it. So yeah, if you guys want to answer these questions, they'll be down in the description. So feel free to do your own videos, and let's just get right into this. So I have the questions right here, so I'll know what they are. But we're going to start with the 10 questions to get to know me, who I am. So let's see. Our first question is, what's my favorite color? Blue is my favorite color. I kind of like more of like a teal, which I guess is more of like a blue-green-ish. But blue's my favorite color. What's my favorite food? That changes a lot, but sushi. I love sushi. How many siblings do I have? I am actually the youngest. I have 2 older sisters. They're 4 years older and 7 years older than I am. And let's see, what's my favorite TV shows? If I don't count K-dramas, I'd probably have to say The Originals. Love that show, way better than The Vampire Diaries, and a TV show called Face Off on Sci-Fi. It's all about special effects makeup, and I love that kind of stuff. And then favorite movies. This one was really, really hard actually for me. If I had to pick probably my favorite movie, the movie I watched the most, that would be Ever After with Drew Barrymore. It's kind of a different take on the Cinderella story. Love it. And if I had to pick a more current movie, I'd probably go with The Hunger Games. I'm not sure, either the first or the second one. I could kind of do without the last two because they were a little too much just action, and I loved more of the message and core story in the first two. When's my birthday and how old am I? Oh gosh. I was born June 28th, 1990, so I do share a birthday with BAP's Daehyun. So I kind of feel like he should be my bias for that group just because we share a birthday, but he might. So I'm technically 25 years old here in America. I think that would make me 26 in Korea, because I think they're like, you add 1 to your age, do like their calendar or something. How tall am I? I'm very short. I'm actually sitting on a couple pillows right now, I'll be honest, just so I'm not so short. But I'm only like 5'3", so I'm not very tall. I wish I was taller. That's okay. Tea or coffee? I prefer coffee. Coffee really doesn't do anything for me. I don't get the extra energy or anything. I just like it for the taste. Tea. I'm not too big on tea. I haven't really found a brand maybe or a flavor that I really, really like. But I'll drink it if I'm like sick or something, just to, because it's better than coffee. PC or Mac? That's a big thing. I'm a big, big, big Apple fan. So I own a lot of Apple products. I have a Apple computer. It's what I use to edit all my videos on, which I love because it gave me iMovie for free. So that's what I use to do all my editing, which I will probably be doing a lot of for this video. And then have I gone to college? Yes, I've been to college. I graduated in 2013 with 2 associate's degrees and a bachelor's degree. I got my associates in photography, or they call it the arts of science or something like that. And then I have a business associates, and my bachelor's is in accounting. Surprising, huh? Accounting. Well, I do like math and numbers, so. Okay, so that's me. If you have any questions more you want to know about me, put them in the comments down below. I like to think I'm an open book. There's not really much that I won't share. That's just kind of my personality. Yeah, alright, so let's get to our 10 K-pop questions. These kind of are in like a crazy order, so. Big thing is, how did I get into K-pop? So if I was to just sum the story down, I would say it first started with anime. I was very into anime. Full Metal oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally get it wrong. Full Metal Alchemist. So big into that show, and then I got into manga books. And then I liked the live action, Death Note did a live action in Japan. So I got into those kinds of movies, which got me into Taiwanese dramas or Chinese dramas. Different sites always call them something different. And then slowly made my way to K-dramas and then liking the soundtracks. And so I found out the soundtrack artists, it's not like kind of like movies. They always have like, they actually use artists. So I got into the artists, which got me into K-pop music. The first group I got into was a Thai group or Chinese group called Fahrenheit. They did a lot of TV shows. I don't think they do music anymore. I'm not sure, but I know they do a lot of TV shows. My favorite solo artist. So when I picked my solo artists, it was not like 4 Minutes Hyuna, who had a solo album. So this has never been in a group, just a solo artist. And I picked Ailey for my female artist and Eric Nam for my male artist. I don't have too many solo artists that I do listen to, but they're probably my top. And then my top 5 bias groups. This one was the hardest. I can pick out 4 real easy, but that 5th one is always in a constant change. So BTS, of course, if you can't tell by my shirt, is my #1 group. Love my BTS boys. Then iKON has made its way into my top list. Love iKON. 4 Minute and VIX. And then I can't really pick a 5th one. If I had to just pick one right now, usually my 5th one is whoever's coming out with a new album right now. Because usually it would be like B1A4 or B2B. So probably B2B, because B1A4 didn't just come out with an album. So B2B is more fresh in my mind. But I don't know, K&K is making quite the run for that spot. And then top 3 biases. So I'd pick all 3 would be from BTS, but I only picked 1 bias per group was allowed. So I picked BTS's J-Hope. I'm told he's kind of my bias. I'd probably freak out more. He was my first bias for BTS until I really got to know all the boys and then just fell in love with all of them. So BTS is like just a bias. I cannot pick one. And then I love 4 Minutes Hyuna. Of course, I love her solo work. I just love her as an artist, and I think she would be amazing to hang out with. And then I picked VIX's Leo. This one was a hard one because I kind of wanted to pick someone from iKON, but I've been with VIX a lot longer, so I know more about them, and you know, I don't know iKON as well. I haven't watched a lot of I don't think they've really done any variety shows. I know B.I. and Jinhwan did their Mari and I show. They took care of animals and stuff, and I watched that. But I don't think they've really been on stuff, but I really connect with artists watching them on After School Club and Weekly Idol, and those are the top 2 shows that I watch. And then who was my first bias ever in K-pop? This one's easy. Big Bang's Top. Because Big Bang was one of the first groups in K-pop that I liked. And I like Top a lot. I loved his deeper voice and just like his visual concept looks. He's gotten a little weird now, but that's fine by me. He hasn't gone too crazy like G-Dragon has with the weird hair. Favorite music video. So I was looking through my list of music videos that I watched, and the one I watched the most isn't a current one. It's Neurotic by TVXQ. It's like a classic for me. It's one of my favorite songs. I never get sick of hearing it. The music video, it'd be awesome if they like remade it. But it's amazing. I love the dance. It was good. The concept, I loved it. You know, being trapped by flashing lights was a little hilarious to me when I first saw it. But once you kind of get used to the K-pop style of music videos, it doesn't feel weird. So like a lot of first-time watchers, when I try to make my friends watch, they're always confused. They always find it more funny than enjoyable. But I think that's something you kind of get used to. So, favorite album concept. This one's hard. So, I kind of like the darker concepts. VIX has been my group with my favorite concepts. BTS's latest 2 albums, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1 and 2, with the I Need You music video, and The Run, how it's all tying together with that prelude video. I loved it. I kind of hope they make a movie putting it together and giving like a full-on story, because I would love it. And I would totally be all over throwing my money at that. But if I had to pick something else with my favorite darker concepts, VIX of course is all over that with their Voodoo, Hide, their newest one, Chained Up. Depend on Me kind of had a darker feel to it, their Japanese album. But that, and then Boys Republic just, of course, is fresh in my mind with their Get Down. I think I've watched that thing at least 10 times every day. Because I like to watch the music videos and listen to the music more than just listening to the music. Because I like to really get into their, like, the feel and the look and watch, like, the live performances. Just wish they wouldn't zoom around so much. My favorite leader. This one was an easy, hands down, Suho from EXO. I mean, total props and respects for the guy. I mean, he has one of the largest groups that he has to try and like keep together. I know 3 of them have left the group, and that's not really, it can't really be on his fault, because I know they had a lot of contract problems, and they probably didn't put as much money into the EXO-M group as they did EXO-K. But now I kind of feel like they're just an EXO group. Like there's no real EXO-M, EXO-K anymore, just because of how it is. And one of my favorite things that they do in their concert is when they merge the 2 languages together in their song. Like they'll start singing it in Korean, and then all of a sudden it comes in with the Chinese. I love that. I was kind of sad on their EXO Planet too. I think they only did it to like 1, maybe 2 songs. But I just really, really, really liked that. Kind of makes them a little different. But anyway, Suho from EXO, favorite leader. You think I'd pick Rat Monster because of BTS, but Suho, I have to give him more props because he's got more personalities to deal with. I think they're a bigger, popular group, so he probably has to stand in a lot and try and, you know, keep the team together, as well as dealing with the problems with SM Entertainment. My favorite subgroup, VixLR. That's no problem for me to pick that one. I loved their album. I loved all the songs on their album, so that wasn't really a problem for me to pick. I almost picked Super Junior's, what was it? It's the one with Henry in it. I think it's Super Junior M or something like that. I can't really remember. But Super Junior is one of my first groups that I kind of got into, and I forgot all about that I was into them, because I kind of, when I fell out of K-pop, I kind of forgot about a lot of the artists that I really liked. And have I ever been to a K-pop concert? Actually, sadly, no. I haven't been to KCON. I haven't been to any of the concerts. I kind of wanted to deny my love for K-pop for a while because I didn't know anyone who liked it and kind of feel like I was the odd man out a lot when I'd be listening to music. I kind of right now don't care. I talk about K-pop all the time. Everybody knows that I love it and support K-pop. All I watch at work are K-pop music videos just playing, so I kind of have some music while I work. I haven't really listened to any songs in English for a long time because I don't listen to the radio. I think the only song I've listened to in English lately is Dean's song, I'm Not Sorry, because he sings it in English, which I love. I'm really starting to get into him. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, getting to know me. I never thought I'd actually be personally in a video like this. I was very shy at the beginning of my videos. I never wanted to talk in my videos. I had a whole different idea and plan for this, but of course, YouTube's flagging of my first video because I had the music, because I wanted to do the title tracks from the albums to play in the background, but they kept flagging my videos, so I had to cut that out. But I'm glad I kept at it, kept going, and I haven't gotten to meet you guys, but to get to talk with all of you in the comments, and thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. I can't believe we're at 1,000+ subscribers as well. Any questions you have about my K-pop preferences or anything like that, just leave comments down below. Like and subscribe if you want. Till the next video, I guess, guys. Bye!